Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome back to the Watch Wendigo YouTube channel. Today we are going to be opening another one of the knives that came in that package that I got a few days ago from Miguron. This particular one is going to be it is going to be a giveaway knife, but first I'm going to go ahead and do the unboxing and a review of it. Just because I don't, this particular one's a crossbar lock, and I've never experienced a crossbar lock from Miguron. As a whole, I'm kind of tired of crossbar locks, but I haven't felt, the only one that I still have in my collection currently is my Osborne. So I wanted to see, and that's not a cheap knife by any means. It's the S90V carbon fiber variant. I think it's like a $350 knife. So that's not a budget crossbar lock. So I wanted to see if the budget end of the knife world, if the crossbar lock felt exactly the same, or if you can kind of tell and feel the price difference. It's just kind of something I wanted to experience and see. The only other knife that I have that has a similar locking mechanism is the Ram lock, which, while it looks similar, it is different. There's a couple different things going on in there. For example, no Omega springs in the Ram lock, so and that does matter. It will change the way it feels and ultimately affect the reliability of the system as a whole. So this is the Thali. It is another one of the, excuse me for just a moment. Sorry. It's another one of the knives that is getting Miguron's new heat treatment process, and they are claiming 62 to 63 for the HRC range on this guy. Let's go ahead and get it open. Speaking of the Microtech, that's what I was carrying today. Whoop. There we go. Ouch. Just elbowed my TS Prof. Okay, let's get this guy open. Come on now. The microfiber sticker and card that is pretty much in every Miguron package. Let's get that all put back together. And of course I had to get the kind of teal handled variant. I like that color quite a bit. The aluminum feels okay. It doesn't, right off the bat I will say, it doesn't feel as good as the new Solera that I just handled. But I mean, nothing wrong with it, it's just, it's slick. Let's check centering. Centering looks pretty good. Very basic wire clip, but I don't expect anything less. This is a very cheap knife. I mean, it feels okay. It's a pretty light, yeah, it's a really light amount of retention. I wonder if this is adjustable. I can't tell. At this price point, I really don't expect it to be. But it does have a reversible pocket clip position, so that's nice because this is an ambidextrous locking system, so it kind of allows left-handed people to have the exact same experience that right-handed people will have, which is always nice. That's a win. And it's feeling a little bit better as I manipulate it. Yeah. Not bad. The locking system kind of, it doesn't allow for the use of traditional detents. The tension from the Omega springs pretty much is your detent, which just doesn't feel that great. It's not all that satisfying. But the price on this guy is really cheap. I want to say something like $36. So I am gonna go ahead and carry it, at least for a week or so. This won't get a whole heck of a lot of carry time for me because it's just kind of not something that I'm terribly interested in. It's not uninteresting to me. The fact that Miguron is able to execute their heat treatment and all of the little fit and finish things that they managed to get right at the price point that they're doing it. I mean, Miguron really is competing in a league all their own right now as far as in the budget market. So I definitely wanted to take a look at it. But like I said, I got this knife with the intention of using it as a giveaway knife eventually. I'll probably have it for, like I said, probably about a week of carrying it to get an idea of how it functions. See if there's anything really wrong with it, or that I dislike about it, or if it's all aces. As of right now, the only things I can really think of that are not blowing me away is this is very slick. There's absolutely nothing offering you any texture or traction, and I'm not a huge fan of axis locks. I don't hate them, but it's just not my favorite locking system in the world. And not because it's not strong, it just, the market is so terribly oversaturated with them, and they just don't allow for a very satisfying detent. I may or may not take this apart at some point to see. I just can't tell. I can't see in there well enough to tell if this is an adjustable. Let's see, have I got a light? You know, if I could adjust the tension on this. Yeah, I can't tell. So I'll take one of the scales off and see if it can be adjusted. If it can be adjusted and I can make it a little heavier, that'll definitely improve it. But again, at the end of the day, at the price point that this guy's coming in at, you really can't complain about pretty much anything as long as everything functions correctly. It's centered. Again, they're claiming 62 to 63, and I checked Steel Hardness Labs right before starting, hitting record on the camera. And I believe the two tests that I saw that Taylor has for this model, one came in at, I want to say 62.2, and the other one was like 62.7. So it does seem like they're hitting that 62 to 63, and they're doing it consistently. Let's go ahead and check the factory edge on this guy here. I got a piece of scrap paper over here from the last video. Let's see how this guy does. Not bad. Not bad at all. But like I've said in a couple of videos, Miguron really does a very good job on their factory edges, especially at the price point. I've paid hundreds of dollars for knives that don't come in as sharp as factory Migurons. So, yeah, I'm happy with the edge. I call that a win, especially at this price point. So, I will report back to you guys in, a little bit of time. Like I said, it'll take me a week to get enough time with it to formulate any kind of opinions, and then after that, I'll record the video, edit it, and schedule it to post. So, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and you will see a review video on this guy. Real quick, let's compare it to a knife of kind of similar shape, slightly different but similar. So there is your size comparisons with the Gecko Dune. And another small knife in my collection, smaller knife. Here is the Drop Bear Zero. There we go. And let's compare it to something on the large side. That's kind of funny. Now, this isn't necessarily a tiny knife, but it is a little on the smaller side. So, let's see how it goes for the carry and review. This is going to eventually get given away, probably on my Instagram. I think I'm going to give this away on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, at least as of right now. Okay, thank you for watching, my friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Wendigo, signing off.